Deep in your heart, the thunder rolls, standing outside the fire. Oh man, we could just get on like a Garth Brooks 1 minute kind of montage of all of his greatest hits. Well, we would be here for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, that would take more than a minute.
But it would be great.
Never been a big Garth Brooks fan.
Fun fact, my first concert that I went to was a Garth Brooks concert at the Hampton Coliseum in 1992.
My first concert was also at the Hampton Coliseum. The Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Foo Fighters.
My first concert was also at the Hampton Coliseum, and it was Bush and No Doubt.
Nice.
Yep.
I obviously suck
walking in
as far as the first concerts that we were in. I think we can all make a statement, though, that we were old enough to witness major concerts coming to the Hampton Coliseum before the amphitheater was built.
Yeah. It was a good time.
And that I had the best first concert.
It's close. I don't know if you ever heard Glycerine live.
Red Hot Chili Peppers?
And Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Mine was the 16 Stone tour.
Noise. No, I'm not discounting.
Got a machine head.
Better than the rest.
Yep.
Green to red.
So yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm officially back. It's been a long time.
I
Good
know.
to see you guys.
We tried to do a podcast without you.
Brent really missed you.
I missed the shit out of you. I missed you like a man.
Thank you. I missed you guys as well.
Never go away again, please. Ever. Never.
It's the darkest timeline.
Yeah.
I
Go back and watch that.
We were in a dark spot, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even see any promotion on it. I went back at one point to try to see if you guys did a podcast. I couldn't see shit. It's like you guys deleted it. It's like the loss levels of Mario.
I've seen there's suicide prevention hotlines that were more upbeat and cheerful than this.
Oh.
There are VA Freedom podcasts that were more upbeat and cheerful than this.
Hello.
Boom.
Shots
It's a
fired.
shot. It's a little shot. It's just kickball. Hey.
It is just kickball.
Just jealous of the ratings, that's all.
Yeah.
Just jealous.
Huge rating.
Huge.
I'm not jealous of anything. I'm gonna start my own podcast. Fuck y'all, it's gonna be better. We're doing everything Manny Anderson style now.
Just going solo.
Yep.
So let's talk about some kickball, guys.
Yes.
Apparently Mary Lee's first concert was No Doubt a band we never heard of called Weeper.
I think
she might have won if it was Weezer.
Yeah, I think she meant to say Weezer.
But
if she did. She was awesome.
Yeah, that would be a cool concert. So VA Peninsula, despite ominous iPhone weather apps.
If you want to destroy my Wednesday, woo, look up every weather forecast.
Yeah.
Find the worst one, post it online. Make everyone realize you're an ass. I regret to inform you that games tonight are canceled because Jeremy Smithy's iPhone said there was a 50% chance of rain. So
We'll learn eventually. Just trust you and know that as soon as you catch wind or rain
of course.
that's coming down, that you will let everybody know through 5 mediums of media.
I will over-communicate as much as I
There's
can.
thunder going on right now. There's a chance that this podcast could get canceled.
Oh,
Yeah, but the whole
shit.
thing was like, what are you asking me, man? It's like, well, it might rain. Is this gonna cancel? And I was like, maybe. I don't know. Be an adult. Make your own decision. If it's worth it to come out there, it's risk assessment. I don't know. I can't tell you.
It's a tough challenge that we all face when we're headed down there to the fields on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
well, worst case scenario, it rains, and then you just go to Lucky's. Whatever.
Speaking of making your own adult decisions,
But-
adults.
Jeremy did redeem himself for that retarded post. He did redeem himself with a good playlist
Very great.
that I enjoyed. So
I love
Jeremy,
that
thank
the All I Do Is Win came in the bottom of the 5th of our game. That was just classic.
Oh, and so did you win?
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
all I do is tie, no matter what.
I just love to kiss my sister. What?
All right, well, let's get this train back on the track, shall we?
I don't like it when the train's on the
What
track.
were you We were going.
Yeah.
We totally cut you off.
Buy beer from our friends at War Memorial. Don't buy it from the 7-Eleven. What the fuck has 7-Eleven ever done for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you bring it up. I did, as many of you should already know from your captains, if they've relayed the message.
Yes.
Posted, just a little housekeeping item. Want to make sure we remind everyone that War Memorial does have an ABC license, and as such, when we bring our own alcohol into the stadium and we consume it there, that puts that ABC license at risk. If we're putting their ABC license at risk, we put our potential ability to rent that stadium in the future at risk. If we put the ability to rent the stadium at risk, we put the league at risk.
And you're going to have a bad time.
Right, yeah, so...
If you give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah, so, I think it's something that just bears reminding, but they got out of hand, man. People were bringing rolling coolers in and just drinking out of glass bottles, and, come on, it's not even, you're not even trying, dude. It's just straight chugging glass bottles in front of the tiki bar.
You have your own homebrew kegerator.
Jeffrey's at the tiki bar, just standing there looking at people just drinking stuff that he knows he's not selling right there. It's like, what the fuck? So just tighten that up, guys. It would be a shame for. And don't get me wrong. I don't want to say he certainly hasn't. He loves having us there, and he hasn't threatened. But you don't
want to get to that.
You got to anticipate. Yeah, it's getting more and more and it's one of those things that people see other people doing it, they start doing it. It's not even a. Yeah.
Their friends tell their friends.
Well, they just say, "Oh,
peers are doing it," and you're like, "Oh, well, I got to do it now. It's the cool thing to do."
Well, no, it's more of a, in the beginning of the season, it's posted. These are the rules. Yeah. People break the rules. They see other people breaking the rules with no consequence, and they say, "Okay, it's cool." Well, I will say that if we don't clean it up before we even get to the point where we could possibly lose the league, and we'll start ejecting people, suspending them, and forfeiting. Making teams forfeit. Because it just can't,
Yeah, it makes sense. I agree with everything.
I love this league.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I love this league.
I think we're all in agreement that you are in a fair assessment of that.
But don't make me do that, because that's the last thing I want to do is have shitty conversations with people. And,
that's not fun.
Don't make Wentworth bring out the guns again.
Yeah. I'll do it. I just don't want to do it. That's not how I want to spend my Wednesdays, telling someone, hey, you know the rules, you broke the rules, forfeit.
Yeah.
I'd rather say, maybe it's not like they're charging ballpark prices. I was up in Boston this weekend. I went to Fenway Park. I spent $9.50 for a beer. I spent $9.50 for 4 of them.
That's really cheap.
That is
no, I mean $9.50 each.
$38.
Right.
$38 for 4 beers.
$9.50 at War Memorial.
Nice there, banker.
Thank you.
Try. $9.50 at War Memorial gets you 3 beers, and you can leave Jeffrey a 50-cent tip.
Yeah, for his trouble.
Yeah, they're only $3 a beer. Yeah. Just throw them some cash.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just be slicker about it.
I remember you telling me that you have
that was my
time in 51 minutes. So
I do.
Recap some games.
Yeah, let's talk.
Yeah, Erica and Friends blowout win over Breaking Brad. The Breaking Brad train has come to a screeching halt, and then the guy from Friday Night Lights has crawled up there and pumped out all the methylene.
Yeah, I'm thinking the better Breaking Bad analogy would be like Jesse Pinkman, who sometimes is clean, sometimes gets back on drugs.
All right.
This is Jesse Pinkman with spray paint on his wall.
Relapsing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jesse Pinkman, this is solely for Brent Overshaw.
This is Jesse
rumored
Pinkman.
to be playing Eddie Dean in the upcoming Dark Tower, but they've been upcoming for the last 8 years.
Right now.
Great casting.
Yeah, Breaking Brad is like Jesse Pinkman with Badger and Skinny Pete playing Halo. And
he's like when Roland Deschain gets his hand half bitten off by a lobster and he can't shoot his 6-gun anymore with his right hand. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I reference.
But
he's standing.
Erica had some tough games, but now blasting back. just spraying all over Breaking Brad. Adam Henry throwing noise on the mound with the shutout. But Brad's still looked good doing it.
Yep.
Not on the field, just their shirts.
Their shirts are sweet.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. I don't know.
I'm trying to get to the damn standings. Well, how did I forget how to get to the standings?
I don't know.
I'm in like 9 leagues now in 2 different sports. It's crazy over here on this monitor.
I don't know if you could ever forget how to do something you didn't know how to do in the first place.
Hey!
Oh, you guys are funny. Funny talk.
Whitworth dropping bombs today.
I know. Don't even get me started.
I would like to get you started.
You guys are assholes. I tried.
Fenway Park,
Oh,
beautiful
there it is.
park.
I got it.
$9.50 for a friggin' beer.
Guys,
What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do? What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
standing.
You pay the $9.50. You enjoy the beer. It's springtime. Hey,
You head across the street to Boston Beer Works afterwards. You
You
get a
check-
blueberry beer.
you check the ball game. I did go to Boston Beer Works before the game.
Oh,
I
nice.
did have a blueberry beer. Delightful.
Did you stop in McGreevy's as well?
No, we didn't go to McGreevy's.
Yeah.
No, we did go to Boston Beer Works. We had some good stir fry, blueberry beer.
Stir fry.
Yeah. Well, you know.
From fucking New Mexico. You just walk over here and we can stir fry. Yes, I know it's an Asian dish, but I'm in the character here.
There's a lot of new Asians in New Mexico.
You
I know
fucking
it.
walk across the Rio Grande, now you're eating stir fry in Boston. Get the fuck out of
Get
here.
the fuck out of here. All right, let's go on to the next game.
But they have stir fry there just for David Ortiz.
Yeah, foul balls versus kicking a box. I actually was doing my rounds, checking on all the games at 6:30, and when I went over there, you couldn't tell which team was the rookie team and which team was the veteran team.
Their shirts looked alike?
Well, that too, because I am colorblind. That is a disability. But no, because foul balls look like crap, man. They were throwing the ball around, just making rookie mistakes. They just looked bad. And
This
before
is
you,
bad coaching by Andreas Beiersdorf.
well, yeah, Andreas was guilty culprit too. He was throwing at a runner that he shouldn't have been throwing at, and it was just sloppy. And kicking a box, they had a 4-0 lead. And I gotta be honest. I walked away because I said, "This, whatever. This is how it's gonna go."
Serious.
I was like, foul balls clearly have regressed a bit from the previous 2 seasons, but I was surprised when the score thread popped up about an hour later. It said foul ball 6, kicking a box 5. I don't know what happened because no one commented on the discussion thread as far as the story of it. But
Well, Brent, speaking of Andreas, foul balls loaded the bases in the bottom of the 4th when Lars Schmidt drew an RKI walk. My favorite type of RKI to tie it up. And then
he
Jesse,
just posted that
the
10
mean man Rogers, showing why he's such a tough out with the game-winning or the go-ahead RKI. But Andreas' choice for Player of the Week was Andy Doyle playing Lockdown D at the Primus concert. Primus concert. Let's talk about concert going. Yeah.
I wonder if they played the South Park theme.
I'm down South Park going to meet some friends of mine.
Yeah.
I can't even say anything critical about someone without the Peanut Butter Jelly Twins tagging the hell out of them to draw them in there. I see Brent and Max. I was like, Andreas Beiersdorf. Damn, Andreas Beiersdorf. Come on. You know. Good coaching by Andreas Beiersdorf to rally his team and keep their heads in the game, and showing that, hey, they still got it a little bit. Showing those rookies on kicking a box. Still got it. Showing them a few things.
All right. Good win for the foul balls. Then, speaking of the Peanut Butter Jelly crew, they posted a 15-1 win over Walk of Shame.
Boom!
I saw someone taking the Walk of Shame this morning as I left for work, which was really entertaining for me. You could tell the girl was in a nice skirt and outfit with her purse, being escorted to her car by a gentleman who was clearly in his homeware, pajamas and such.
Damn, I didn't know your mom was in town.
She's always in town. She lives here.
I just wanted to make a mom joke. insinuating that your mother is promiscuous.
Yes.
And,
And doing walk of shames like she doesn't have her own transportation.
Well, she was walking to her car.
Speaking of transportation.
Yeah, that's all you are.
Disrespect.
What?
Parking in my parking spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
I told him that he shouldn't have parked in your
It's
spot.
fucking raining out.
Oh yes.
It wasn't raining when I parked there, but still.
You couldn't tell that it was
So
your car
cool
with
that.
the license plate E. Nathaniel George Johnson.
Big
USA.
George Johnson.
Yeah,
I'm taking over from Big Jeff Schilt
Hashtag Big George Johnson.
because I'm bigger than you.
hashtag Big Jeff Schilt.
And we'll get to that for next week, but yeah. All right.
A great
did,
showing by PBJ, let me just say, with two teams that were, lower than the 500 mark, trying to make a run there towards the end of the season. Both now at 2-3. PB&J trying to get that run differential back to the positive with a big stack of runs there.
Yeah, obviously when you put up 15 runs, there's going to be a lot of people that are filling up the stat sheet. But one particular player that got some recognition from Max Lowe was Chris Tanner, who went 3 for 3 with 3 RKIs and 2 runs. So he was doing some damage offensively and played pretty good at catcher as well. So
Christina also made references to Josh Del Carr's slide, which I caught from across the field.
Yeah.
Standing at third, he tag up, and the ball sailed past third, a good 20 feet into foul territory, at which point he took off for home, slid in head first. The runner from second had time to come around and score, yet Josh felt it necessary to go.
Was that Burnett behind him? That
head first from about 8 feet out.
He was very symmetrical, though. I'll give him that. Like when he went down,
It was a good-looking slide.
both hands, straight. There was no wobbliness to it. It was very good. Very good.
yeah, good.
Mary Lee says, "Hi, Katie Lytle." She says, "Hi, Mary Lee."
Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
All right, let's move right along, then. Walkaholics against Boom. The Walkaholics got boomed all over. Boom got a 10-1 win. I saw a lot of this game. My friends on Boom. That one run for the Walkaholics, though. Juan Caruso with the leadoff bunt on. Then first to home. Juan's got too much speed. Too much good looks, too much of everything.
He does have some speed, and I love the intensity on his face too when he's running. He's just like, and he's got good form, just chopping. He's like so serious looking, man. I don't know. Not that everyone, but it just was really
focused. Yeah.
I've been thinking about it a lot over the last 24 hours, and it's one of my favorite moments of the
You couldn't
night.
sleep at night. You just had Juan just intently running towards you in your dream.
Or
nightmare, or however you perceive it.
My favorite moment of the
he was
game.
running away from me, and I was chasing him. No, I couldn't catch up to
Was
him.
Bailey trucking Mike Kern at first.
I was going to say, when is Bailey not trucking people over on bases, honestly?
She hit that right stick and just, see ya!
It sounds like she'll be on the Player of the Week post. I don't even know what her stats were or what she did other than that. But
she got out.
I've seen her cause more injuries than Terry Tate office linebacker.
that's still enough to make the Player of the Week. We try Mike Kern. I just want to encourage that. That'd be awful if every week someone just
hit of the week.
no, just Mike Kern. If someone just destroys him every week.
Just like in the outfield, mind his own business, some innocent bystander. Boom!
There is a bounty out on Mike Kern now.
Yeah.
You kill the Joe, you make some mo. Woo, woo. Here comes the pain train. Woo, woo.
I was in a performance management class in college several years after Terry Tate, office linebacker, Triple T. Terrible Terry Tate.
Yep.
And I just started posting those to our group discussions, and my professor thought I was brilliant. So it's a great example of negative reinforcement. Also in that game, apparently Ryan Schmid called his own shot on a bunt triple. Welcome to my league! And then, no. Curtis Thacker made his return, played catcher, played very well, as he is wont to do.
Yeah, he's been injured, so good to see him back out there.
It was good.
I'm moving on.
Pretty good.
Plan B.
Pretty good, yeah. Plan B. 7-1 over Balzania. I heard from, I forgot who posted this, but it was
Andrew
1-1 through 4.
Drew. Yeah, 1-1 through 4, and then they put up 6.
Yeah, it was. They both traded runs in the first inning. Brian Neal showed some good hustle, slid in at a close play at home, was safe, and from there, Mike Harvey, who's also
Welcome back.
a returning player, Air Force captain, coming back from a deployment overseas, making his return to the league, and picking up. And doing pretty well in locking a potent Plan B offense down on defense, but they couldn't hold them forever. The fourth inning came. Balzania slipped a few, gave up a couple, base runners that they probably could have gotten, better plays on. And then from there, it was just Plan B executing their offense. I know Jimmy Wilcox, Jeremy Edge, Kyle Tyson all did some damage, going 2 for 2, driving in runs, scoring runs, and just a big inning in the fourth. Sometimes it happens against good teams like Plan B. They're going to keep the pressure going on you, so you just got to get outs.
Very true.
Yep.
That is the name of the game.
Need 3 of them.
Outs per inning.
3.
Need 3.
15.
Yeah, you need 15 total.
You like to
Brent brings the business.
Well, I got a hat tip to Jeremy Edge, who shot me a message, kind of giving me
So
some.
he shoots you a message, he doesn't put it on the discussion thread.
What
a
selfish bitch.
No,
He just keeps it like.
Very humble. He doesn't want to brag.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
If
Yeah, I need some notes too, Jeremy Edge.
yeah, no.
Like, you see why I'm silent over here? Because I don't have anything on the game.
Yeah, Jeremy Edge
Just what Drew told me in passing.
actually had a spider web where the spider wrote hum.
I'm not gonna walk in your spider web, leave a message, and I'll call you back.
Yeah, but the spider actually wove the word humble into the web above
What a
his
pig.
bed.
Like Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my what a pig.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
You
Very
guys
good.
get the reference.
Yeah, I read that book in first grade.
Yep.
Don't remember any of it. That's
First
probably
grade?
my fear.
Really?
Spiders came from.
Now who's bragging?
No. Obviously, you remembered because you said like Charlotte's Web. So don't act like you don't
Okay.
appreciate it.
I think it was first grade.
That book is clearly on a second or third grade reading level.
I read it when I was in preschool.
This man.
I read it in the womb, and then I wrote with my silk ass.
All right.
I read it in my dad's ball sack. How about
Oh,
that?
God. Well,
It's too dark in your father's ball sack.
I never thought Charlotte's Web could
It's too
scare me
dark-
more
too
by
dark
setting
for
the
you,
main
maybe.
character as a spider. Now I've got word that Brent read it in his dad's testicles. So great. It's a whole different set of problems I'm gonna have to work through.
Yeah, you don't even know what book you read now.
P.S. Katie killed a spider in the kitchen that was huge the other day.
I read
Were
it
you
in.
standing on the table screaming when
I
you
was
did it?
pretty damn close. I was like,
It
"Katie,
was-
get the spider!"
It was too dark in the ball sack, but it was in Braille, so that's how I read it.
I went and sat down on the bathroom, in the faculty bathroom. Our principal was outside the door, and there was a big cockroach next to the toilet. I didn't kill it. I just left it there, and I hurried back out so I could inform him with a bunch of people standing around, hopefully members of the State Department of Education, that there was a big-ass cockroach next to the toilet. Maybe he wanted to do something about it, but they had moved on. I missed my opportunity. I went in there later. The cockroach was smeared across the floor.
Oh.
So someone was kind enough to kill it, but not kind enough to clean up after themselves.
Hmm.
And I'm the one who's wrong there.
Welcome to Joe's apartment.
Welcome to Portsmouth. Man. Just for kicks, cruised over Battlestar. It was a 10-1 win.
In the 80s game with that hot pink and green.
Oh,
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check the comment threads to see what happened there. See
Nothing.
if there's any shameless self-promotion.
I mean, there was in this game, it is worth noting that the core of JFK was out in Jacksonville this weekend. Eric Stevens, Daniel Shaw, Haas, so some of their key players, Freed was down there, and Bez was down there, but of course Bez was in Maine
Freed
this
wasn't
week.
down there.
Yeah, he was.
I just talked to Freed yesterday.
So did I. He was down in Jacksonville. He was
Over the weekend.
over the weekend.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, but
I got
some of their key players were in Jacksonville playing in a tournament on Saturday, and they actually advanced to the finals. So they played 7 games, and I know from talking to Daniel, he was pretty sore still yesterday. So it was kind of, they were kind of limited in their innings, but they had enough firepower to take care of business clearly, because they dropped 10 runs on that Battle Stars.
Yeah, they did.
And the nomination for Player of the Week, Emily says she played first base. We have to do. I need a little more info for Player of the Week. In the future, folks. I did see her get on base, so you could have added that.
She did have a nice bunt. Actually, I saw her get on base.
Yeah, because it was right before our game.
Yeah, she did well. Don't come on my base versus the Chaotic Kills.
A game that lasted till about 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I remember leaving the field and they were still going at it.
Yeah, the game, it was maybe 9:40-ish is when it ended. But they actually, it was pretty cool. I saw the last inning because I was waiting to break down the field. And when I walked over there, the Kills had just taken a 5-0 lead. And Trish Phillips, she came up to me and she's like, "Brent, we got our first W here." And I was like, "Hold on, I still see you guys playing. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, if you will."
We've been there before.
And sure enough, Decombe kind of got back to the top of their order, and they started getting some base runners, some timely kicks, and they got a little rally going. They scored 3 runs.
Big Jeff Schilt kicked one in.
Yeah.
Hashtag Big Jeff Schilt.
Yep. And Manny Zapata scored one. Friends of the podcast doing well.
Yes.
And the Kilfs, they're an intense bunch. Like, they were getting fired up. They're into it. They really wanted that win.
Both teams were. There was a lot of noise from both sides.
Oh yeah, for sure. So it was kind of cool. But you can feel like sometimes that energy, like, it can be a good thing. Like, you're into the game, you're focused, you're intense. But when you start facing adversity, if you got that much energy, sometimes it can start working against you and you start combusting. So they just needed to get outs and calm down. And sure enough, they did. They got the outs they needed. And then, they had some celebratory smokes.
That's what's up.
There were joints in the field?
No.
So that's cool, but not bringing your own beer.
No, cigarettes.
Got it.
Cigarettes.
Understood. Got it.
I don't know what was in.
Got
I
it.
don't know what was in this.
Understood. Nope. Heard you loud and clear, Commish.
They should have had smoked a few of those cigarettes in that 5th inning to calm themselves down.
Yeah, sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset about this.
And then they went out to Lucky's, man. They're happy.
I'm a little upset.
Why?
Because I'm a big fan of Decombe,
Oh, aren't we all?
Well, yeah, we're friends of the podcast. Not saying the Chaotic Kills are not friends of the podcast.
Of course.
Distance friends. But yeah, Decombe to me is kind of like a nice Cinderella story we got going on here. Yeah, acquaintances. And I was expecting them to come out there and show us something there. And I didn't know it was a 5-0 and they were trying to lead back in that 5th.
Yeah.
But, you lose a tough one to Rumspringa, you lose a tough one to Chaotic Kills.
You got to remember, Decombe is still very raw.
Very raw.
This is their 6th kickball game ever, or 5th? Whatever it is.
You know who they're missing?
They are 2-3. This was their 5th game.
Yeah,
they're missing Joe Phillips. That's really
that's
what
right.
it is.
They need Joe Phillips.
They need Joe back. We need Joe back.
Yes.
Joe needs to be back.
Yeah.
Get Joe back.
Got a little groin injury.
Yeah.
First game ever.
Yeah, and then Daniel threw it right. We were doing warm-ups. He threw it right at Joe Phillips' groin. Put a little probably re-injure sting to it. So anyway, yeah. Joe Phillips needs to come back.
And let's save that Rumspringa game for last. Kick-ass.
It's only going to take like 2 minutes to talk about.
12-1 over the new Kickheads on the block. Speaking of the core of a team going to Jacksonville, the home run machine himself. Shout out to my man Brian No Shoes Moore.
Yes.
Won that Jacks championship.
This man is living the dream right now this week.
Came back 2 for 2. Got himself a home run.
Kicking in that 5th spot that he was
That's right.
Six.
Yeah,
No,
Barry,
six.
he got it.
He was
Fifth.
6.
6.
Oh no, for us he was 5th, but
Yeah.
for Shockwave he was 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Nicole Plesha, you robbed me of my home run, even though you're not in this game, by interfering and kicking the ball back onto the field. Thanks a lot. I hate you forever.
Gotta give a shout out to Drew Paxton, who was playing against his former teammates on the Kickheads in the 4 spot, loaded it up in the first inning, and he kicked a nice drive for a triple that drove in all 3 ladies who had gotten on base to give us the 3-0 lead and putting a little hurting on his old team.
Yeah, and the Kickheads got that run. I don't know who it. Oh, dude, he told me his name at the bar.
Was it
Tucker?
Rick or Tucker?
No, Tucker had a kick earlier than that.
Yeah,
I forgot who it was with the leadoff double.
I think it was. I want to say Rick Henry had that leadoff double.
Okay, and then their captain, Amanda Hassel, got him in.
Yeah,
The bun
Amanda
up
Hassel
one.
driving him in.
Yeah, so that's how they got that run. Nice run there for the Kickheads.
Yeah.
It was their bright spot in the day. Then balls deep, Rumspringa, a 0-0 tie. All you do is tie.
No matter what. At least we don't lose.
True.
When we
Yeah,
it hasn't happened yet.
from what I heard from people walking away from the field, lots of bases loaded
Lots of bases
situations
loaded.
that defense
Lot of-
has stepped up.
A whole bunch of ducks on the pond that you would like to
yes,
talk about. Maybe hunt if that's your forte. Some
Um,
ducks floating around there. Yeah, we had bases loaded twice. Couldn't capitalize. They, I was up to kick and make something happen. They chose to walk me. I just want to say that, FYI.
Probably a wise choice.
Yeah, and then Lindsay Witcher came up, and we had 1 out at that point. I was like, man, this is a golden soccer player. But that mean pitcher, that Mark Flores, man, he pitched all 5 innings for balls deep. Played lights out. Threw one with a nice little curve on there. Couldn't get a grab on it. Ended up just kind of pooch kicking it. Ended up getting that out, and then 1 more. Couldn't put them on the board. But same thing for balls deep. First inning, they had bases loaded, 1 out situation. Guy does his job, kicks it deep out into center. Catch the ball for the 2nd out. Guy tags up, runs home, gets the first run, make it 1-0 in the top of the first. But the girl on second left too early.
Oh no!
Yep. So the heads-up play on Rumspringa. Jeff went up, tagged the base. They called her out. Run was negated because of the non-tag up double play. So balls deep, lost that run there. But it was a lot of close plays. We talked about Aaron Bobby. I know Troy was making mention of him. Dude played lights out at catcher.
As he's wont to do.
Yeah, man. Like, we learned real quick, he got Rick and Guy out in the top of the lineup where we were leaving bunts a little too short.
Really?
Probably hadn't faced a catcher of that speed in a while that we weren't used to. So, it was a very, very close game. A lot of close calls.
What was Troy mentioned to play by Matt Mitchell at first base?
Yes, Matt Mitchell at first. So he was playing a little off towards the left side of the base. We tried our best to kick it line drive into right field. It looked like it was going to go over his head, and he jumped up and just kind of tapped it. And I thought it was going to go right to the person behind him from my vantage point, but he was able to tap it to himself, turn around, get 1 more foot plant in there, and then do the dive and catch grab, which at the time I was very upset. I said, horse shit, lucky. Now that I think about it after the fact, it was an amazing play.
I love only for you can say like an amazing diving play is lucky.
Well,
like the coordination of what you just described.
It was epic. It was an epic play. It was an epic play.
Horse shit, lucky.
Yeah, I was like, it's bullshit, man. It's all luck. Like,
sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Damn right. But I got home and I was like, damn, that was a good play. Good play.
Coming from the thread, merrily want to know what a pooch kick is. Origin football. A pooch punt is when you don't kick all the way. You kick short to try and pin the team back and eliminate every turn. I guess in kickball would be sort of like a flub or a
nice looping, low, soft,
pooch kick. But in this sense, not a good pooch kick, an ill-advised pooch. when I get happy about the pooch kicks, it's when you kick them over the infielders and they fall nice right before that outfield line, that nice pooch kick. This is just kind of a pooch scrub kick.
James Maxlow also wants some tapestry back there. I've ordered a section of the Bayou tapestry in order to hang in your home. Sorry to ruin your wedding gift.
What's a tapestry?
It's a long, medieval times. It tells a story.
Oh.
The Bayou tapestry, specifically the 100 Years' War.
Like if you guys play Skyrim and you go into that dragon old vault and that old guy that's with you reads the tapestry, he goes across the thing and tells you the story about the dragons.
Breath of the World.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, yeah. It's been a while since I've played, but you know what I'm getting at. The throw to the... No, not throw to the world.
Throw to the world,
That's at the very top.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about over there by where those fake skeleton people are.
Y'all are coming off like a couple of dorks right now.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever,
man.
It's good stuff. But yeah,
it's good stuff.
Big credit to Balls Deep. So each team trying to give the other team a loss. Did not happen. We both live to fight another day.
All right, next week. Reminder, we will be playing at Briarfield Park in Hampton.
I did not know that.
Yep,
Thank you.
Briarfield Park. The address is on the website. Your captains will communicate that to you. So new playing field, same old teams. Starts out with don't come on my base, looks to rebound against new kickheads on the block. Should be able to do it. But after that game against the Kills, leave some question marks for D-Comb. But still, I predict a victory for the basecomers.
Yeah, I think it's one thing that don't come on my base probably does pretty decently at this point is that they can kick the ball. And one thing that new kickheads doesn't really do is catch the ball that well. So I see that as being kind of a key matchup here.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's been your analysis for every new kickheads on the block game.
And has it?
Don't fix what's not.
Well, has it? I mean, what else am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
Has it proven to be false at this point?
D-Comb gets back on track. We're talking about a 7-1 victory for D-Comb.
Sounds good. I mean, the kickheads. I mean, I don't take away from them in that they can, they can strike pretty well too. Like they had some good kicks against us. They just couldn't string them together more than a couple in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But if they get hot, then they could put some stress on the inexperienced D-Comb defense. So,
very well.
I'll put it out there. But I agree. I think it shouldn't be too much of a challenge for D-Comb.
So next game, 6:30, we got Peanut Butter Jelly Time against the
Foul Balls.
Foul Balls.
Woo! I was that this would be a nice little matchup here, but from the way things are going, gotta give the edge to PBJ. Even though they haven't won a lot of games as of late, they've been playing really well against some great competitions.
Yeah.
I'll throw the edge their way, but I think this will be these are two very similar teams as I see it. Similar personnel. Could be close, but I think PBJ with the edge.
Yeah, I'm really. I think both teams probably have this one circled. It's a fun matchup. They're friends. Several members of Foul Balls play with Peanut Butter Jelly Time on Friday nights. Andreas Beiersdorf, Laura Schmidt. So I know that there's some friendly trash talk that's going to be happening this week in the lead up to it. So I think it's you're right on with your analysis. I think that the Jellies are the better team so far this year. But Foul Balls, you can't underestimate them, and especially the impact that a nice late inning rally will have on a team and giving them that forward momentum going into a rivalry game. I'm counting it as a rivalry. I don't care, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. PBJ by 1.5. That's what I'm going.
Going 3.
All right.
2.5.
2.5.
All right. Next up on the docket, Waukesha versus Walkaholics, the Waka Showdowns. Two teams relatively new that Waukesha, very new. Walkaholics playing the winner, coming back. I'll give the experience edge to the Wakaholics.
Which one's Fagel's team?
Wakaholics.
Yep, go with
They got, Fagel. Hawan Carouse. My fellow Roberta Flack fan, Sarah Smythe.
Did somebody say
So
Roberta
that's
Flack?
Yeah.
Are we talking about like Killing Me Softly, Roberta Flack?
Who?
Is she the original Sam?
I'm pretty sure she is.
Alright.
I'll look it up right now.
I have several of her vinyl records, but I don't have that one. Yeah. Great.
Oh yeah.
R&B.
Oh yeah, the original Roberta Flack.
I do not have that one.
You know, this is a tough one to really call.
It's just a picture. It's not her.
I knew,
Yep.
Walk of Shame had gotten. I got a little background here. The Walk of Shame had a couple of good wins in a row where they actually put up a lot of runs, and then this week going into it, they kind of laid an egg. It didn't really show too well. The Walkaholics had been playing pretty well as also they had a tie against Breaking Brad last week, and then this week again they didn't show up. They got beat down by Boom. Sometimes it's about it's a roller coaster with some of these teams towards the middle bottom third of the pack, and it should be a fun match. I'll go pick them.
Walkaholics by a half. Oh, a run. Then we had the Wakas. Now we got the Bees, the Killer Bees, Wu-Tang Killer Bees Swarm. Balzania versus Battlestar. Tough game to pick these teams. Balzania, been up and, mostly down, but then coming back and showing some of their skill and quality. Battlestar, same thing. That seems like the story with Battlestar. Blowout wins, blowout losses, back and forth. Where's your $2?
Do you have change for a 5?
This guy.
You owe me. I wasn't here last
Oh
time.
yeah.
Here,
So I just need a 1. I just need a 1.
There's the Balzania bet. Thank you, gentlemen, for taking
I don't got one. Just give me $1 next time.
Okay.
Tough game to pick.
So how many installments do I have left? Like
496.
No.
We made it week 1.
No, it's gonna be 494.
We
Five.
I don't think you
we
paid
made
up
it
every
week
week.
1. Yeah.
You didn't.
We didn't pay it up for when we didn't commentate that 1 week.
Yeah.
Dang.
So we'll
Don't
just
worry.
subtract-
Hey, I'm the commissioner
Okay.
of the Windmill bet,
All right.
and I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
well,
what
we'll
to
do the math. We'll do the math.
Okay.
You got a ways to go.
But
though.
that
Interest
was
is
2
piling
installments.
up.
Yeah, that was the last installment and then this installment.
What do y'all think? Balzania Battlestar.
2 teams actually that used to play together. At least the cores of Balzania split off from Battlestar a year ago. Actually, remember that news broke on our draft podcast when Plesha came up and whispered,
Oh yeah, that's right.
"I'm not playing with Battlestar next year." What was
Yeah,
this is
hot
hot
mic,
yeah.
hot mic.
I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah." I was like, so that's kind of where it started. So they're obviously very familiar with each other. Balzania hasn't had a lot of success this season. They're fresh off of a little bit of a collapse last week against Plan B. Battlestar, obviously, hadn't really played well the last couple weeks.
3-2 still.
Yeah, both teams looking forward to it. Battlestar bounced Balzania from the playoffs last season.
Boom, boom, boom.
I expect this to be a good game. I think I'm going to pick them. I don't know. I
with
wouldn't feel, I don't know who I would bet on, actually. I'd have to see their pregame warm-ups. Let's kind of see who's feeling it. Where's the vibe at?
I'm gonna go. I like what I see from Balzania. I'm gonna pick Balzania by 1.5.
Okay. All right.
I can't get pick 'em with you guys. You know I gotta set up.
Well, that's fine.
And I appreciate you.
We'll keep it pick 'em for the line.
I appreciate you taking a stand.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we got Plan B versus Boom. That's a
do
good
it.
matchup.
It is.
Man, we got some good matchups this week. Unlike maybe
Don't
last
like all the
week.
shit scheduling you do.
I know, man.
Boom. One of those teams hanging around at 3-1-1. There's a little cluster there. JFK, Kickass, and Boom all at 3-1-1. Plan B 4-1, currently in second behind the Rumspringa. It's a tight race at the top, and this is a game that's going to sort of shake that out. Boom with a big chance to make a big statement and make a jump up there and help some people out, knock Plan B down. They'll be fired up for this game, no doubt. I think still Plan B got the up and down their lineup talent-wise.
Yeah.
Little bit edge goes to them, not the Jeremy edge.
Yeah, Plan B is going to be favored in every game that they play for the rest of the season, without a doubt. And I think Boom is good, and they have the talent to beat them for sure. But it's not something I'd put money on. So I'll go Plan B, couple runs.
Well, I never got to comment on this, that Manny Anderson should be doing these lines, because when he called in and we were calling a close Boom KA game, he said 4-1, kick-ass, no doubt. And there was a 3-1 win. I said, I thought about that later. It didn't occur to me. So I love Manny's input on this.
Manny the Greek.
Yeah. But like you said, Boom, I wouldn't be shocked to see them pull off the win, but it would still be considered an upset victory.
Mm-hmm.
So edge to Plan B.
Who's reffing that game?
Peanut butter and jelly time.
Oh, okay. They got some good refs.
Some.
Yeah.
Not that Overshaw guy.
No.
He can handle third base pretty well.
He does.
So. All right. Then we got Rumspringa versus the surging Chaotic Kills.
Surging.
Yeah. All kinds of fired up, man. I was happy to see them. As much as I do appreciate and like Decomb, I was happy to see the happiness in the Chaotic Kills faces as they got that first victory of the season.
Feels good.
Yeah, and I was even happier when I went to Lucky's and they were rolling
Out
deep.
in force.
Yeah, they were rolling deep, which I hope they had a good time. Because it was, they looked like they're having a good time. They're out there wobbling.
Yeah.
They were dancing. It was fun. So, Rumspringa was out there too. You guys were more sitting on the tables.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there.
I know you weren't there.
Yeah.
I missed you last night too.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Are you really sorry?
No, I'm not sorry. Home. Do my thing.
Let me smell your finger, yo.
Whoa.
That's what I did
Whoa.
last night.
I meant I came home and ate a Wawa sandwich.
Oh.
Yeah, I ate a Wawa sandwich. All right.
Yeah.
They do make some good hoagies.
Yeah, big meatball sub.
Let me tell you something real
Yes.
quick.
Please go.
That I just turned Katie on to is the Carolina barbecue Utz chip. Can we talk about that a little bit?
We can talk about that.
One of the
Please,
greatest chips,
discuss.
one of the greatest chips ever made. It is a mixture of barbecue and salt and vinegar combined. It's not a salt and vinegar chip and a barbecue chip. They take both of them and throw them together.
This is a good Kansas City style barbecue.
It's delicious. It's delicious. It's a light blue bag. It's almost like a chubby gangster blue with some Rumspringa blue edges. You can't tell me that doesn't sound fucking delicious.
The bag alone sounds. I would eat the bag.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'd eat it with the chips in it. I just eat the whole thing.
Yeah, so if you're going to Wawa after the games, try some of that Carolina barbecue style Utz chips. Need some sponsorship by the way.
Yeah, but Rumspringa
a free case.
looks to roll over the Kills, keep their winning thing going. They're number one in the standings now at 4-0-1.
Yep.
Expect them to stay there for another week. And speaking of that
agree.
near the top of the standings, I said earlier that Plan B Boom game will shake some things out. So this Balls Deep JFK just for kicks game. Balls Deep features some former JFK talent, Wes McLean and Nicky LeBlanc.
True.
With their new team Balls Deep. Balls Deep has shown they can play the D, but haven't been putting up a lot of runs against top teams. So
Yeah.
that'll be an issue against JFK.
Yeah, the talking point that I had, obviously, that you pointed out earlier, I kind of say the same thing sometimes about teams. And my scouting report about Balls Deep earlier in the season was that their offense was explosive and difficult to contain. But then over the last 2 weeks, they've been contained. I mean, obviously last week was a scoreless tie, 0-0. And then the week before that, Peanut Butter Jelly held them to 1 run. So they're all of a sudden they've gone ice cold at the plate, and it's hard to explain
What's
it.
cooler than being cool?
Yeah,
Ice cold.
it's hard to explain exactly what's happened. Who knows? But I know it's not going to get much easier for them this week as they face, the three-headed monster of JC, Daniel Shaw, and Haas on the mound, cutting people down, man.
Yeah.
So Balls Deep. just gonna have their hands full. I picked
They're going to have
JFK.
to dig
Me too.
balls deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah, so balls deep hasn't lost a game yet this season.
Yeah.
3-0-2.
And like I said, and we were trying to give each other the first loss. It didn't happen. JFK is going to deliver that. I'm picking them by half a run and a half over balls deep.
Kind of mad that we're playing at this
Yeah.
time. I really want to see this game.
Yep. I mean, I agree with you, edge to JFK, but I would not be surprised to see this game end in like a 1-1 tie.
Yeah.
Or like last week's Rumspringa game, a 0-0 tie.
Mhm.
It'd be a defensive slugfest who could squeeze across runs. And in that scenario, I sort of give the big legs of JFK squeak one in.
There haven't been many 0-0 ties.
Is Brent, are you going to check the
Oh,
history? Oh,
Yeah.
Long-term
Let's
standings.
go into the annals of Waka kickball history.
To the
Well-
results archive.
It takes like 8 minutes to load up that file.
Launching Microsoft Excel 2010.
The Wrecking
Oh.
Balls
I got 13.
versus Kick-Ass. Brent, we got a hard 8 minutes to finish up here.
Let's stop
so-
at 9.
KA versus Wrecking Balls. KA 3-1-1, but the Wrecking Balls right behind them at 3-2. Like I said earlier, Curtis behind the plate, capable of being a shutdown catcher. And I saw Steve Midlick back out there, who can be a game changer once he gets back in. So, definitely not an easy week for Kick-Ass team who's been rolling as of late. Erica coming off the blowout win.
There have been, to go back, there have been 7 or 8 0-0 ties in the history of VA Peninsula. 3 of them have involved Rumspringa, in fact.
You're talking about that stiff D, son,
Yes.
and no O.
So we had.
You know, I like to incorporate stiff D. In
Yeah.
I do.
But this is
It's
actually
50, but then no O.
Yeah, no O.
this is actually the first 0-0 tie since the spring of last year when the Kickheads and the Misfits battled to a draw.
Who were the other people that we tied 0-0, Brent?
Emperor's Club and Shake and Bake.
Oh, we were pitchers in the Emperor's Club,
Yep.
and we were pitchers in the Shake and Bake,
Mhm.
weren't we?
Yes,
Yes.
we were.
That was back when me and Brent used to have our badass
BOA
pitching
duels.
BOA duels.
Yeah, now next time we face each other, it'll be a Bank of America versus Stewart Lender Services
It
duel.
just doesn't have the same ring to
No,
it.
it doesn't.
Kick ass by a lot. Kick ass by 5.
Yeah.
Take that, Air Reckoning, friend.
Final.
Erica and Friends, they started out really well this year, but yeah, I guess they came along this week. Never
Yeah.
mind. But they had a couple of rough games, but now they're back on track. They beat the hell out of
Someone.
one of those
Workaholics.
Breaking Bread.
Breaking Bread. There we go. Yeah.
They beat the hell out of Breaking Bread.
Yeah.
They'll have their hands full with Kick-Ass though. I'll say it.
Then Kick in the Box versus the aforementioned Breaking Bread. Kick in the Box jumped out, like you said, to a big lead over foul balls, relinquished it. Breaking Bread just got broken in half over the knee of Erica Chakra.
Yeah, this one's tough. The Brads have won some games this year. Kick in a Box, they've looked pretty good too at times. But again, it's sometimes with the lower tier teams, it's kind of you're riding the roller coaster, and you just don't know which team's going to show up. So I don't feel comfortable really setting a line on this one. I'm going to go pick them.
I'm going to go Breaking Brad's offense is going to carry them a little bit more this game. I'll go Breaking Brad half a run.
I think the Kick in a Box, though, you got to say what stands out is that similar to Decomb, they got a lot of athletes on their team too. So if you watch them, they got guys who are quick, girls who are quick too, people who are quick, I should say.
People.
Yeah, and they probably don't have
People as places as things.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things they need to work on. They're raw around the edges. Pitching is kind of soft, but
Soft.
yeah, that's my scouting report. You know, when you have soft pitching, once they get the timing down, it's kind of People can put the ball where they want. Breaking Brad. I said they get hot, they get cold. I don't know.
They've been cold a while. It's time for them to get hot.
Yes,
Get them hot again, man.
Could be a good game, man.
Rub it down.
Should be a fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun. Kickball is fun.
So we did that pretty well for you guys. That have your hard ending times at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
I have 5 minutes to spare.
4.
5 by my computer.
Just enough time for me to plug some stuff.
Plug it.
All right.
Plug it while you
Your
can.
butt.
Yes. No, that'll always be open.
I don't know why I'm giggling so much.
Waka sand volleyball at
Hell yeah.
Lucky's.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys noticed. I know you didn't, Matt, because you didn't come out last night. But that field next to NASCAR,
Looking nice.
it's being transformed, man. They got the first layer of sand down. They got the posts in for the nets. They got a box. They're gonna put another layer of sand. So it'll be kind
Then
of.
we add another layer of sand.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're gonna put a bar out there. They're gonna put like cabanas. Like it's gonna be a pretty cool.
Will there be Cabana Boys?
Yes. There'll be at least 2.
All right, all right.
That's why I haven't signed up to play yet.
Yeah.
I've been holding out for that Cabana Boys spot.
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah.
that.
They got palm trees out there already. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a cool Sunday fun day thing this fall. So sign up.
You mean it's summer?
So yeah, the summer. Maybe we'll do it in the
Every day gonna be Sunday fun day for me in the summer.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, you might see the next rendition of the Twin Towers out there, so be ready for all you future signees that this is gonna be seeing you on the other side of that net.
Yeah, you know what's gonna be seeing you on the other side of that net?
Hey, be nice, man.
Oh,
Be
okay.
nice. Don't
Yeah,
burn
whoa,
don't
yeah.
burn bridges.
We
Don't
gotta-
burn bridges.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
We're just
Still
part of the team.
still filling out the roster,
Yeah.
man. And you're here flipping us off
We
and
got,
stuff
we
like.
got your number. We'll give you a call.
Yeah.
We got
Just
your resume.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people have been telling me that lately.
yeah, talk
I'm
to
sick of hearing it.
talk to that Misty Hawkins,
Yeah,
man.
Misty.
Yeah. But you can't go flipping people off, man. You try,
Situation keep telling me that.
That's just rude.
Everywhere I apply, keep telling me that.
You just gotta be friendlier, man.
Yeah.
When people,
Be friendlier.
What
Yeah.
Boston
Can't-
Brent
mm.
said.
hey, you're trying to get on a team and you're flipping guys off who are already on the team, man. That's not a way to go, man.
No, it's bad vibes.
That's not a way to go. We didn't tell you no. We didn't. We said
I don't try out.
We
I don't beg.
we
I
said
is
we
who I
talked to the
is.
Misty Hawkins, man, and see if the Twin Towers could become a triple tower.
Yeah. Triple decker.
Yeah. But I don't know. But now I don't feel so comfortable putting my name on you.
Hey,
I
Brett.
don't feel as comfortable endorsing you now.
Go fuck yourself.
Because you're the type of guy who'll flip off your buddies.
Go fuck yourself.
So
I can't do the Boston accent. So
I'm just saying, man.
Red Sox have lost 6 in a row.
I'm saying my guy over here is like trying to get on our sand volleyball team.
I try to be on anyone's team except my own.
He's going about it the wrong way with the flip offs and stuff.
Say hello to your mother for me.
Yeah, say hello to you. Anyways, sand volleyball, get on that.
Yeah, you got 1 minute. You spent 2 talking about how you don't want to play with me no more.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
That's your
It's
fault.
not way my fault.
That's your fault for
And now I'm
personal.
gonna make you live.
And the draft.
I'm gonna make you waste the last minute.
I'm a-
I
After
just
the draft, as they don't want to pay attention to it. I love it.
Well,